Hi, it's Garret Wong from Upper Edge Property Management, and in this video I'm going to be discussing how to choose a property management company. We got a lot of people coming to us and not really knowing what types of questions to ask, so I thought in this week's video I'd cover some of those common questions that you should be asking and asking us as well if you're choosing a management company. Okay, so question number one, are they licensed? I did a video a couple of weeks ago specifically on Manitoba Securities Commission and licensing. So do they have a trust account? Are they bonded and insured? Have they taken the proper knowledge courses? And again, they have to be licensed if they are going to be managing property for a third party or somebody that owns a property that they don't have an ownership stake in. Question number two, how long have they been in business? I think that's a fair question. We would ask that of any other vendor or any other supplier that we would have coming to our house. How long have you been in business? Now, if they've only been in business for a few months, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think you have the right to know that. You never know, they could be making mistakes that you don't want to have happen on your property, or maybe they've been in business for only 3 months, but they have 20 years at another management company. The point is, ask the question because it's an important one. How many people do they employ at their office? Nothing wrong with having a single operator working for you, but you have to know what's going to happen if they get bogged down, if they get sick, if they go on vacation. Are they going to be going out of business next month? If they have employees, obviously there's a backup plan there, and there's going to be just more than one person that you are on hold waiting for. Do they have an actual office? Now, there's nothing wrong with working out of the house, but there does come a point when that tenant is going to want to come to an office, not a post office box, and discuss things. You don't want your tenant to be frustrated and then end up not renewing their lease and leaving. You want to give them an outlet. So, for example, people come to our office all the time, even at the very beginning. They want to pay their rent, they want to sign a lease, maybe they want to come down and talk about a security deposit dispute so we can avoid a costly hearing for our investor by doing this in our boardroom. How do they perform maintenance? That's another good one. Do they have in-house maintenance technicians that they have on salary? Do they have subcontractors? How many maintenance subcontractors do they have? What are the types of jobs that they're able to do? If you come to them and they only have a handyman and they can't do paint jobs or large kitchen and bath renos, and you need to know that before you sign up. You need to know how large is their maintenance department. Are there any hidden fees? You want to ask that right up front. I've seen things and heard about complaints of accounting surcharges, internet technology fees, photocopying, filing. It's the transparency of it. You don't want to sign up and then get hit with those fees later. You want to be with a company that's going to tell you right up front, these are the hidden fees, or they're not hidden. These are the fees that we have that you're going to expect to pay here on in. And the most important question, what is your reputation? And for that, Google is your best friend. What kind of Google rating do they have? Read through the reviews. Are the reviews only from residents? Are they only from owners? Are there disgruntled things? How are they handling the responses in those reviews? Very important, because that reputation will determine the future. So hopefully you found that helpful this week, and thanks for watching.